ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नारायण परावेदा देवानारायणाङ्गजाः नारायण परालोका नारायण परामखाः नारायण परो योगो नारायण परन्तपः नारायण परज्ञानं नारायण परागतिः तस्मात् एकेन मनसा भगवान् सात्वतां पतिः श्रोतव्य कीर्तितव्यश्च ध्येय पूज्यश्च नित्यदा। जयति जगति मायां यस्य कायाधवस्ते वचनरचनमेकं केवलं शाकलय्य ध्रुवपदमपि यातो यत्कृपातो ध्रुवोऽयं सकलकुशलपात्रं ब्रह्मपुत्रं नतास्मि। सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः. We are seeing the Narada Bhakti Sutras, and we have completed the 82 sutras, and the last 2 sutras of the great Narada Bhakti Sutras we will say in this video. And Sage Narada in the last few sutras is telling about the glories of Para Bhakti. And in this sutra, that is in Sutra 83, he is telling that it is not only my view of Bhakti, it is the view of all the great Bhakti Acharyas. And he says that, Sutra 83, Ityevam vadanti jana jalpa nirbhayaha ekamata kumaraha vyasa shukha shandilyah gargah vishnuh kauntinyah shesha uddhava aruni bhali hanumat vibhishanadhayo Bhakti Acharyas. So these are all the great Bhakti Acharyas of different periods of time. So it is the unanimous view of all these great Acharyas. It is not only my view. I did not tell my view alone. It is the view of all these great Acharyas over the different periods of time. Who are the great Acharyas? And they are Kumaraka, that is the Sanat Kumara Rishis. They are the great bhaktas of Bhagavan, and they will be always chanting Sri Haricharana, Sri Haricharana. And that's why they drove off Jaya and Vijaya, the great attendants from that Vaikunta itself. So they are the great Bhakti Acharyas. It is their view, not only their view. The next is Kumaraha, Vyasaha. Vyasa, no need to say. Under the guidance of Sage Narada, Vyasa Bhagavan wrote the Srimad Bhagavata itself, and Srimad Bhagavata is the Bhashya for this Bhakti Sutras. Now, it is the perfect Bhashya for the Bhakti Sutras, as well as it is the Bhashya for the Brahma Sutras also, because in Srimad Bhagavata Purana, both Bhakti and Jnana are present. So, great Vyasa. His son Shuka, great, no need to say. It is Shuka Brahmarshi who taught Srimad Bhagavata, or said to Srimad Bhagavata to Parikshit Maharaja during this last period. Shandilya Rishi, he was a great Rishi, and he also wrote the Bhakti Sutras. There are more than 100 sutras, around 100 sutras in Shandilya Bhakti Sutras, but it is not famous because it is so deep and profound, and it is very difficult to understand Shandilya Bhakti Sutras. It will not be so lucid like Narada Bhakti Sutras. He also wrote the Bhakti Sutras only, but it is very profound. It's not so easy to understand it, and that's why it is not famous. Shandilya, Gargacharya, the great Gargacharya. He is the Kula Guru of the Krishna's family line. Only from his book, we all came to know about the relationship between Radha and Krishna and all the Gopikas. Garga Samhita, it is a very profound text. Even in Srimad Bhagavata, that relationship between Bhagavan Krishna and Gopikas, how divine it is. Normally, we think that it is an ordinary relationship like what we in the human life we experience. No, it is so divine and so pure. It is so auspicious that the relationship between Radha and Krishna and the Gopikas. So all this is said in the Garga Samhita only. It is not even said in Srimad Bhagavatam because Gargacharya was the family Kula Guru of the Krishna's family. So he knows very well about Bhagavan Krishna and the Gopikas and Radha, everyone. And based on that, he wrote the Garga Samhita. It is very famous. Vishnu, he is another Acharya. He wrote the Vishnu Smriti. And Kaundinya Rishi is the son of Shandilya Rishi. So he, from his father, he learned so much about Bhakti. Kaundinya, Shesha, Ananda Sesha, with his 1,000 hoods, it is always chanting Bhagavan's Nama, Narayana, Narayana. Who else? Shesha and Uddhava. Uddhava is the cousin of Bhagavan Krishna. He is the minister of Bhagavan, and he's a great friend. It is to Uddhava, Bhagavan Sri Krishna gave the Uddhava Gita. The last advice Bhagavan gave to only Uddhava, not even to Arjuna. So Uddhava is such a great bhakta of Bhagavan. Who can tell about bhakti other than Uddhava? Because Uddhava was also the cousin of Bhagavan and also the friend, minister, everyone. And Uddhava, he will only wear what Bhagavan Krishna has worn on the previous day. He will only eat the Uchishta of Bhagavan. So who can tell about bhakti other than Uddhava? Then Aruni. Aruni also was a great rishi. Uttalaka and Aruni, they were great rishis and they were very famous in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad and Chandogya Upanishad. So Aruni Rishi was so famous. Bali, Mahabali, he was the grandson of Prahlada. Who else can tell about bhakti other than Bali? He completely surrendered to Bhagavan. Whatever Bhagavan asked, he gave. We all go to Bhagavan to get something, but when Bhagavan asked something, he gave everything to him. Complete surrender to Bhagavan. Bali and Hanuman. Of course, who else can tell more about bhakti other than Hanuman Bhagavan? He's the great Dasya of Bhagavan Sri Ram. So Hanuman and Vibhishana, complete surrender. He was driven away from Lanka and he did not go anywhere. He straight away came to Bhagavan Sri Ram and he completely surrendered before Bhagavan and worshipped Bhagavan, and he had confidence that Bhagavan Sri Ram, even though he is the enemy of his brother, he will protect him. That confidence Vibhishana had. Normally we will not have. Will anyone go and surrender to the enemy of our family? No. But he did it, understanding the power of Bhagavan Sri Ram. So complete surrender, Vibhishana. So these are all the Bhakti Acharyas. They were all the great Bhakti Acharyas over the period of time, not only for a particular period of time. Over the period of time, they were all the great Bhakti Acharyas. This view, what I said so far in this Bhakti Sastras, about the Parabhakti, Gauna Bhakti, the nuances of Parabhakti, how to love Bhagavan, what all does he like, all this are the unanimous view of not only me, but all unanimous view of all these great Bhakti Acharyas. And they all practiced Bhakti without, that is, Jana Jalpa Nirbhayaha. That is what others will feel about my Bhakti. They were not concerned about all that. See, in many places, Sage Narada has said that that tears come from the eyes. Sometimes he will dance, sometimes he will laugh, sometimes he will do what all he want to do because he is just connecting with Bhagavan, that high energy. So he will do whatever he want, but they are not concerned about what other people think. We will be concerned because when we go to temple and when that state of parabhakti comes to us, immediately we'll go and hide. We won't just cry like that or dance like that in front of everyone. But these bhaktas, they just forget about their everything. They are not even conscious of the body. They are only conscious of Bhagavan. So they are not aware of their surroundings or anything. So what other people tell, what other people view them, they are not absolutely concerned about it. They are not concerned about it. Jana Jalpa Nirbhayaha, without any concern or fear of what other people tell. They practiced this bhakti. They were the great Bhakti Acharyas. Their view, what I have said so far in this Bhakti Sutra, is the unanimous view of all these Bhakti Acharyas and of my Sage Narada. Now, the last sutra of this great Narada Bhakti Sutras, Sutra 84. Yaha itam Narada Poktam Shivanuशासनम Vishwasiti Shraddhaye Sa Bhaktiman Bhavati Saha Preshtam Labhate Saha Preshtam Labhate. Om Tat Sat. He has repeated this last phrase 2 times, Saha Preshtam Labhate, Saha Preshtam Labhate, just to indicate that this is the end of this great Bhakti Sutras. And what Sage Narada tells in this last sutra is, yeah, Yidam Naradam Poktam, that is what is said by Narada, Shivanuशासनम, all these are the Mangalakara sutras. They are the so auspicious sutras. When we read itself, we get that feeling. Don't you think so? We feel that bhakti in us. So powerful are these sutras. Shivanuशासनम, all these are that Mangalagara sutras, so auspicious sutras. This is one version. And another version is, this is practiced by Bhagavan Shiva also. It is said by Shivanuशासनam, as said by Bhagavan Shiva to Narada. We can take it in that way also. Vishwasiti Shraddhaye, if one believe it and have faith in it, because all need not accept with these Bhakti Sutras. The people who are the Gauna Bhaktas, they may not align with these ideas, or the people who are not Bhaktas, they won't align with these ideas. That's why he said the Bhaktas are not concerned about anything. So some people do not align with these ideas. If they believe it, Shraddhaye with faith, and Saha Bhaktiman Lavadi, not only believe and have faith in it, if they practice it, they become the great bhakta. Saha Bhaktiman Bhavati, they become great bhaktas, assures Sage Narada. Sapreshtam Labade, Sapreshtam Labade, they become the very dear to Bhagavan Sri Hari. They become the dearest to the Lord, says Sage Narada. And he says, Om Tat Sat, only Brahman is the Satyam. And with these beautiful words, Sage Narada concludes his Narada Bhakti Sutra. This is a very auspicious text itself. Many of the slokas have to be kept in mind. Always remember, for example, Sarvada, Sarva Bhavena, Nishchintya, Bhagavanyeva Bhajaniyaha. Leaving everything else, just concentrate on Bhagavan and have one pointed devotion towards Bhagavan. That will take you to the very high level. So such sutras give us confidence and give us a faith, and we know in which path we want to. And with the grace of Bhagavan Sriman Narayana and the Sage Narada, I was able to get this book, read it, understand it, and share with you my understanding. There may be great understanding more than this, because this is a very profound text. So what I understood, I have shared that with you with the best of my ability. I will come up with explaining another Vedantic text in my next upload. Om Tat Sat. Jayati Jagati Mayam Yasya Khaya Dhavaste Vachana Rachanameham Kevalam Shakalayya Dhruvabadamapiyato Yat Krupato Dhruvoyam Sakala Kusala Patram Brahmaputram Nathasmi. Om Namo Narayanaaya.